Hey everybody, welcome to another Money Reviews. Today we're checking out a frag pouch. This is made by Longship Designs, or at least designed by Longship Designs, because these are manufactured by Unobtanium Gear. They had worked out a deal, and it's pretty cool. Helps get his stuff into people's hands, like mine, quicker and better and faster, because he's just not able to keep up with the demand, which has got to be a great feeling. He's got a website. I'll link it. I'll also link to Unobtanium Gear, where I actually bought this from, so you guys could grab one of these if you are so interested at the end of this review. And I'll also link his Instagram, where you can see a bunch of his cool stuff and some of his other original designs and some of his mods he's done. He does some badass stuff. Now, this is a long time coming. I've been wanting to get one of these for a hot minute, and I wasn't able to because the last time I went to go grab one, he was unavailable for a while, and then once he was available again, I couldn't get it, and then just back and forth. So when he partnered with Unobtanium Gear, I was very excited, and I finally got my hands on one. So this one, as you can see, is in multicam. Just two mounting options. We've got one wrap and malice clip. I'm going to use the one wrap later. I'm going to put this on my belt line, but I'm going to be using it first with the malice clip. I'm going to be putting it on my Faro Concepts plate carrier. Not going to be using this for anything real or anything cool. I'm going to be using it purely for BB Wars and being a big nerd, because that's what I do. Unfortunately, I will not be able to tell you how it plays with real fragmentation grenades, because I no longer will be able to play with real fragmentation grenades, but I will be able to tell you how it plays with an EG67, a gay grenade, and eventually, hopefully, other airsoft grenades as well. Let's talk about the pouch a little better. So this pouch is very small. It is ridiculously small. I mean, it looks like a mag pouch, like a pistol pouch at first glance. It's so tiny. When I got out of the package, I was blown away. Construction is really, really nice, but also very simple. The lid is connected to the body of the pouch right here by some shot cord. You've got this little cord lock here, and you've got your length of cord. It is all tied off to a predetermined size, but you can loosen this, of course, and to get more give out of your lid. The lid is Squadron. I believe it looks like Squadron. Laminate, possibly Cork Dura, but I believe it's Squadron. So is the body of the pouch that goes from here all the way around, and it's laser cut, and it's all laser. Nicely sewn. Really good stitching. So, and then you got this leathery material here. I forget what this is called. But this is really nice. Very good gripping surface to grab and pull on. Also keeps the edging from getting all screwed up and messed up and all fray. I like that. Nice touch. Longship Designs did a great job partnering with Unobtanium Gear. Unobtanium Gear did a great job sewing this. Very impressed with their actual build quality. The body of the grenade itself, or the sides of the grenade, what holds the grenade in, is this 4-inch multicam elastic. It's not two-sided, which is unnecessary. You don't need two-sided. Kind of helps keep the cost down. It's just single-sided solution-dyed elastic, but you don't need the two-sided. It's just perfect the way it is. And you got the label here, like I showed already. Longship Designs, manufactured by Unobtanium Gear and made in the good old US of A. So that means it is technically very compliant, or is very compliant. So good news. If you guys want to do a unit order, if you see something like this, if you guys are mill guys, well, you can, because it's made in the USA. Where was I? Lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah. So, laser cut in the back. You've got 1, 2, 3 sections, which would normally be sewn on pals. Keeps the footprint really low, and it's a single channel. That's all it's going to take up on your vest. Like I said, normally we'll be using this one wrap that I got with it for my belt line. I'm going to be using this here malice clip to put it on the FCPC V5. Grenade. Why do I like this a little better so far? This is a standard fragmentation pouch. Really isn't over-under. It's like a faux sword. And this is how big those are normally. This is how big this is. You can see it is considerably smaller. Something like this is going to take up 2 channels of pals or molly on your vest. Something like this is going to take up 1. Something like this, you've got a much larger footprint on your gear, ignoring the bottom half, just the single part. Still a much larger footprint. Yes, it holds your frag perfectly well, but still, it just takes up a little more space. Something like this, I mean, it's really about 1 inch by 1 1/4 by 1. I mean, it's really tiny. My specs aren't exact, but it's pretty tiny. You get the frag in, and you're only really bound by the size of the grenade. So barely about 2 inches roughly, give or take a little bit. So it's a much, much smaller footprint. So you can fit more frags in a smaller space and carry them in a much more compact, easier package. It's just so much better. I really like this pouch. I'm really looking forward to using this on the 25th. That's if conditions hold and the field will allow the pyro. If it won't, I'm still going to bring the pouch and mess with it a little bit. And at the very least, I'll just wear the frag if they'll let me. If not, I may actually buy a old demilled steel grenade and just throw it in there and wear it throughout the game just to have something of proper size and shape in there and wait just to see how it feels and how it works out, seeing as how I'm not carrying real grenades anymore or even have access to that stuff. So if I can't use the pyro, I will at the very least hit up some sort of surplus store. Easy to pull out. So I will say this, with the airsoft grenade, and this has nothing to do with the pouch. This is literally all the nature of the grenade. Because of this cap, it's a little harder to pull your grenade out. And that's just because you have to grab the neck and yank it. And I don't want to like screw anything up and accidentally pull this. But that is not a dig on the design of this pouch by any means. I have the same problem pulling it from any grenade pouch. And that's just me being a little cautious in here, because the last thing I want to do is ND this frag on camera in my house. That would be kind of ridiculous, embarrassing, and my wife would not be pleased with me. But retrieving it is still easy, and honestly, so check this out. Even if it's on my rig, if I just squeeze the bottom, grenade comes out pretty badass. So I don't know if that's like his intention, but it works really well that way. So either way, fantastic pouch, wonderful design. He really knocked this out of the park, and I'm so glad I finally got one. Totally intend on grabbing a few more of these guys and throwing them on my rig. Would really love to have had something like this when I was actually doing stuff and deploying, because these things are fantastic. Didn't carry a lot of frags, but we did have access to them. This would have been wonderful. That's all I got, guys. I hope you got something out of this review. Expect more information on this later in the month, probably going into April, as I get to use this here around 25th-ish of March. I'm not sure when this video is going to actually hit the channel. It may be after March, so this may be old information. You might be going, dude, it's already April. And if that's the case, just expect some follow-up information sometime April, May timeframe, because I'll have filmed. I may even film at the field and talk about it that day, so we'll see. That's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of this. I hope this was a useful review. I hope this was bringing you a new piece of kit that you may never seen before, and you might show interest in, because this is awesome, and these guys deserve all your money and more of these sold. Anyway, take care. LARP smarter, not harder. Play some airsoft, build some cool kits, and I'll hopefully see you guys on the field.